Hey, happy day, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Stretching my mouth and voice and throat today. Fix your wagon. Fix your wagon to supersize and grow your business. This is one of those idioms or expressions that I actually, in my mind, had the exact opposite and wrong understanding of what it meant and what it means according to the experts in the book that I'm reading called The Dictionary of Idioms, as well as the internet. According to them, it's an American expression from the 1800s. Of course, it's believed that that's when it came into being and popularity for a couple reasons. Number one, it was the westward movement and migration in America, and people were moving westward in covered wagons. That was the main mode of transportation at the time. And if your wagon broke down, you needed to fix and repair it. And so that was actually my understanding of fix your wagon, was if something breaks in your life or your experience, you fix it so you don't stay stuck, so that you can move on. Well, according to the expert sources, it really means to get even with something, or to get revenge on someone, or to frustrate or cause them grief, or to cause them to actually fail in something. Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, that's just mean. Also, it often meant to plot against somebody or to do something bad to them. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't like that version of fix your wagon. And I guess as a threat, if somebody says, think of Dorothy and the Witch, I'm gonna fix your wagon, Dorothy. I mean, I guess in the Wizard of Oz, fix your wagon could be, to plot against someone or to wish for their demise. Now, I'm sure there's some people out there that plot against other people. I know there are, right? And about competition in the business world, it seems like there's a lot of belief that I have to destroy my competition in order to survive and thrive and be successful in my business. I think the world helps to breed, or our environment helps to breed more of that behavior, more of that competition. And so in that instance, fix your wagon means, to try to plot against your competition. We see this play out in all levels and areas of our life, right? I remember in corporate America, we would have department head meetings, and we would have budgets. Everybody had budgets. So there was supposedly this limited amount of pie that there was going to be for resources for the business the next year. And all the different department heads had to vie for and sell and convince our leader, our fearless leader, that our requests for funding and resources and people were the most important, the most valid. And so there was always this fierce competition for resources within corporate America. And some people, I never did this, but I guess some people would plot and find ways to steal resources from other departments to get a bigger piece of the resources, a bigger budget, so that they could do what they wanted to do in their department. Really dysfunctional behavior, but we know there's a lot of dysfunction in the world, right? Have you ever had what I call a frenemy? Again, I haven't had a lot of experience with this, or maybe I just didn't pay attention to it, but I know there have been times in college even. I was in the engineering program, and there were not very many women in that program. And for some reason, there was one woman in particular that didn't want any of the rest of us women to succeed or do super well and stuff. And so she would do things and say things to undermine the other three of us every once in a while. And it was I just shook my head, and I'm like, okay, there's only 4 of us in this whole program of all guys. Why don't we just band together and stick together and help one another succeed? But she never was like that. She ended up transferring schools, which we all appreciated. So that kind of thing happens in all areas and aspects of our life. It happens in any organization. There's some people that are, and it's really based on their own insecurity, that they feel the need to behave that way. If I feel like I have to take out my competition, it isn't about my competition. It's about me not believing that I have the right stuff in me or in my organization to actually win. And here's the real secret. There is enough business for absolutely everyone, every business we could ever imagine creating. There is enough business for all of us to be as successful as we choose to be, as successful as we want to be. So I'm going to choose to stick with the definition of fix your wagon, meaning that I need to continually improve and grow and become the best version of myself and for my company, for the business that I'm growing and the way that I want to impact the world. I'm going to focus on what I do, and if you focus on what you do better than anybody else, then the people that you're here to serve will find you and come to you, and you will find them, and competition becomes irrelevant. When you are being uniquely who you are and offering in your genius zone the things that only you can offer, and that's based on our experiences, the things that we've done, the lessons that we've learned along the way, and how we share them with the people that we're interacting with. Nobody else can copy that, because nobody has your or my unique set of experiences and things that we've gone through. So if we just continue to serve our people to the best of our ability, nothing else matters. It really becomes totally irrelevant. And when you know that, you only want to fix your own wagon. You realize that it's not your job to harm, especially to harm or cause failure to anyone else. It's your job to be the best version of yourself, create the best business and the best company that you possibly can, because that's how you serve the people that you're here to serve and make the world a better place. And I'm all about us supersizing our businesses to make the world a better place. All right, I'd love to know what you think about this expression. Have you had experience with fix your wagon in, I'm going to say, the negative way, meaning to get revenge, to get even with people that cause other people to fail? I mean, think politics. All you got to do is think of politics and all the nasty campaigns that go around. And as we're rolling into a presidential election, you know it's just going to continue to get nastier. And yet, I don't watch the news and politics for this very reason. I think if what we surround ourselves with impacts us, if we surround ourselves with negativity, doubt, fear, lack, and scarcity, we will start to see those things in our life. And I never want to see those things in my life, so I choose not to participate. I invite you to do the same, especially as we come up on this crazy election time of year. That's it. That's what I think about Fix Your Wagon. Love to know what you think about it. If you have any questions about this idiom, or if there's another idiom you would like me to research and talk about and look up the meaning for, just share it in the comments below, because I would love to do that. It's just kind of a fun little project for me that's different than what I usually do, but it helps me to grow and expand my mind and look at things from a different perspective and find out that sometimes what I think things mean are just the opposite of what they mean. And that's an example of fixing my wagon, continually improving and growing and trying to be a better version of myself. Have an absolutely awesome day, and I'll of course be with you tomorrow.